Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at OKGTV League of Legends Tournament March 22nd. My name is Keswick. With me is
Extrodius.
We're just getting into a game here right now. I believe it is Ancient Reality versus
Paul and Bitches.
Perfect. Gonna be a good game. This is the winner bracket, I believe, quarterfinals. Yeah, we're gonna get right into this. Do you have any predictions for this match?
You know, I've actually casted Ancient Reality last game, and they showed pretty well. So I think Ancient Reality is going to come up. But we'll see what kind of picks we got here. So we got a couple of bands already set out. We have Akali, interesting. Finally, a Morgana band. She's been played a lot for support, very strong with the snares and spell shield.
She sure is.
And we got a Renekton and Lulu band coming from the purple team.
Yeah, Lulu just seems like a common band now. Not only does Base Tenul play Lulu, but Lulu is just also a strong band in the current meta.
And I think Ancient Reality had I'm not sure it was them with the Lulu mid, but someone had a Lulu mid, and it was absolutely devastating.
Yeah, I believe that was Base Tenul in the first game, and just Base God the whole game. Coming out last band is the Thresh, with the Kazakhs picked up by Fupos. I would believe that's going to be either a Fupos. I believe that's actually going to be Urbanized Spy playing that jungle. But I guess we'll wait and see. I'm not too sure if we can really kind of understand exactly what Ancient Reality does. They kind of do have a lot of variance in their team play and whatnot. Hovering over a Tryndamere and a Yi, I believe that will be the first Yi in the tournament.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick, actually. Do you think it'd be a Jungle Yi, probably, hey? Or?
I would assume it's going to be a Jungle Yi. Jungle Yi itself hasn't actually been played too much. Actually, they're not even going on Yi. Just trolls. Just some trolls.
You know, he has a little bit of potential in the jungle. It's just that early game, you know, it's tough getting around,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, exactly. Once he hits 6, it's a little bit different, and the team fight's a little bit stronger, but since he was switched over and kind of remade into an AD rather than an AP, he kind of lost out whatever play he did have. We're going to see the Orianna and Lee Sin picked up. I would assume Orianna mid and a Lee Sin top, actually.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty popular top lately, actually.
Yep. Hovering over this Lucian and Annie, might pick up the Caitlyn. I know that Samuel is an unbelievable Draven player, so that is always an option.
That's true.
Urbanized Spy, I don't think he's going to play Victor, but you never know.
No. Leona Caitlyn. That's I haven't actually seen much of Leona yet. She's pretty strong, isn't she?
Yeah, Leona works into a certain type of team comp, and actually she works into a bunch of different team comps. She's lots of single target stuns, and then the massive AoE solar flare. So she works both in AoE comps and kind of a pick-off team comp, where you'd roam around the jungle and roam around the map trying to pick people off in their jungle.
Right. Definitely a bit of a high risk, but still strong to have. So.
Yeah, exactly. See an Alistar pick, so that's actually a good counter pick towards a Leona. Leona would jump in, Alistar kind of just headbutts her out, says no thank you, ma'am, and goes on with his day. Hovering over the Sivir too, which would be very nice for the Orianna and Lee Sin to get in that engage, and the Sivir's going to be picked up, so
it's going to allow her to just poke away with the team. And like you're saying with the Alistar, it's really nice for the counter jungle too. You have something coming in from the jungle, Alistar can just W them away, push him against the wall, and, you know, kind of protect his KD carry. Yeah,
exactly. And Base Tenul here is going to pick up the Vel'Koz. I know he's actually played a lot of Vel'Koz lately. Vel'Koz is one of those champions where you either play Vel'Koz or you don't.
He's still fairly new. A lot of people are still trying to figure out how he works a little bit. I know personally myself, I have not had a lot of experience playing against him. I know I don't like him so far.
Yeah, yeah. It's you definitely need to know what you're doing with Vel'Koz. He doesn't have a lot of mobility and escape, so if you get in there, then it's going to be rough. But if you can kind of stay at the back line, which is nice with the Ryze, the Leona, it's very, very nice. So I believe that's going to be a Ryze top, Kazakhs jungle with the Vel'Koz mid, and then Lucian and Leona bottom.
Nice.
So we'll see what the top or jungle pick is on Paul and Bitches. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see what's going to go on over there. I don't think he's going to pick Nidalee. Nidalee Master. It won't pick Nidalee.
No, I don't think so. Pantheon, no, you know, that's not too bad. He's pretty good for jungle, you know, with his level 6 ganks. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, he can just man drop in where he pleases and take what he wants. Pantheon is also a good pick. He could go into the top lane if they wanted to do something crazy like an Alistar jungle, or something like a Mancoon Alistar AP mid Season 2. but I don't think that's going to happen. I would assume it's going to be Alistair Sivir bottom, Orianna mid, Pantheon top, and Elise in jungle. So Elise does go jungle. I'm going to check out the rune pages here for this Vel'Koz. He's running rune page 4, which clarifies exactly what number we're on. And we can see exactly that he's kind of countering the lack of mobility with that movement speed quit. So he's running 4.5% movement speed and a little bit of magic pen to go with that, and then base magic resist and armor.
It's probably the safest bet to have, especially for somebody high risk is,
Yeah, no, totally. For something as high risk and high reward as Vel'Koz, you need that mobility, and that movement speed is going to give that to you. He has a very high base damage as it begins, so you're not losing that much with taking regular magic damage or AP versus the movement speed. So it's a good pick. And yeah, that's going to be an exciting match. Ryze is just taking Flash Ignite rather than a Ghost, which is something that Ghost has been picked lots on Ryze. Just a Ghost with his ultimate, you can kind of catch whoever you'd like.
Right.
But the Flash does give that extra little bit of utility. And yeah, so it's going to be a great game. I'm excited for the Pantheon Ryze matchup, I think, the most. But I'm also just very excited to see this Vel'Koz play.
Yeah, no, this will be the first Vel'Koz I've seen today, so it's going to be definitely interesting, especially with the new champion. So my question is, who do you think's got the early game potential here?
Early game potential, I would honestly give it to... this is a hard one. This is a very hard one because I think I'd have to give it to Paul and Bitches.
Paul and Bitches,
Paul and his Bitches have the early game.
The Lee Sin is one of the strongest champions early game. Currently, once Pantheon hits 3, he's also very strong. And yeah, once Alistair gets that EQ combo level 2, it's just a very, very strong team comp. Well, I think the Ancient Reality is playing towards the late game. They have a Kha'Zix who becomes very, very strong once he hits 6 and hits his first evolution. Leona is very strong early game too, but once she gets that AoE lockup, then she's also got that extra utility.
You guys got like a ton of static. So we got some
technical difficulties.
Is it coming from my mic then, or okay. So I guess my mic's clear. Sorry about that, guys.
Test 1 2.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we have some bit of a technical difficulty with the other mics, so I guess I'll just kind of talk back among myself here. So we are about a minute into the game here, so it's going to be a very promising game. I'm really excited to actually cast this one here, high-end players. This is my first day casting, so I'm still jumping into the pool a little bit early, switching with casters. So
yeah, it's fun. Casting is pretty fun. I've done it quite a bit. One of the hardest things to get used to is casting with another person. I've done a lot of casting just by myself, and you kind of have full control, full lead of whatever you're going to say. But that's also pretty difficult because if you don't know what to say, there's no one to help you back up.
It's true. And just for today, sorry not to interrupt, but today, I've already bounced off 4 different people casting, first time casting, and I'm like, this is a challenge, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to dive into it. One of the things I really want to get into is casting, voice acting in general. So this is really going to help out. So hopefully, I'm doing all right. I would appreciate some feedback from the viewers themselves.
Yeah, totally. Anyone on the OKG TV stream, if you like this casting, please comment back, send in an email, or just write on the Twitch TV channel. Again, my name is Kezik.
And I am Extrodius.
And we're going to actually jump into this game here right now. Loading screen in. That's on. Come on, we're going.
And we got it. We're there.
Just loading in right now. The game's already started. As you can see here, just based off borders, we got 3 diamonds and 2 not anythings versus 2 diamonds. Oh, they got the full range. They got no bronze.
No bronze, but
silver, gold, platinum and double diamond with the pack silver skin.
Oh, there you go.
Well
Little
then.
touch, you know. Also, I believe the Professor Y skin has been locked down, but ever since the mystery gifting, you're able to kind of get any skin out there now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
doesn't really make it that much.
I wonder if you could get like Pax TF or Black Alistair.
Ooh, that would be
I know
tough. That's
the
interesting.
Black Alistair skin, a recently one just sold for $500 on eBay.
Wow.
So pretty crazy.
Make some good money.
Let's just change up the order for you guys. Let's go actually top lane at the top. And then we'll go
No, see, this is bad because I actually didn't realize you could do this. So
jungle and then support, AD carry. Perfect. So let's get right into this game. And
looks like we might see a bit of invade from the red.
yeah, I think red's going to group up. Maybe just stop and invade or hit that bottom tri-bush. I'm not too sure what's going to happen here, but blue is also grouping up in that bush around their red buff. So this could be a crazy level 1 here. We see reds going in their tri-bush. They are not spotted so far. Let's see what happens next. This is actually pretty crazy. If there's any movement right here, there's 5-on-5 with no vision. No one knows where anyone is. So red's going to actually move, I believe, by the golems and kind of check each bush as they go along. This is actually getting crazy. They're going to try and move up to this red buff here.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to be presenting themselves a bit here. Wow.
They're going in on
They're
this?
going for it. They're going for it.
There's 5 of them,
They're
5-on-5.
Oh, and we get the fight. Oh, nice.
Okay, Vel'Koz gets the 4-man lockup. Leona goes down first.
Lee
Sin
flash. Oh,
but
go down.
yeah, Kha'Zix takes down Alistair. Lucian takes down Lee. Wow, this is nuts. 5 kills already. Vel'Koz does manage to take down that Sivir. Ryze is going to keep chasing this Orianna.
Oh, and Vel'Koz does go down.
Yeah, Nidalee Master on Pantheon does take down the Vel'Koz, but I believe this Lucian... wow. That spell block by the Pantheon does manage to take down Ryze, but Lucian picks up that Pantheon kill at the end. There are 3 kills on top of that Pantheon, 2 kills for Lucian, and 1 apiece for Kha'Zix and Vel'Koz.
Wow, that's just...
That's 8 kills in the first 2 minutes of the game.
That's a way to start a game, I think. for quarterfinals, yeah, that's bravo.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ryze does manage to pick up 4 assists, but he does die, where Orianna picks up 4 assists but doesn't die. Orianna's got to play this lane very aggressive and get in Vel'Koz's face to stop him from getting that long-range poke and slows and knockups that he does. But that fight, though,
Vel'Koz did manage to get a 4-person knockup, getting both first blood and the next kill after that. So clutch. Every summoner spell was burnt, except for a Felicin's flash and Lucian's barrier. Wow, that's an interesting way to start the game. It's totally going to change the early laning phase without those summoner spells.
yeah, that's going to be a little bit crazy.
Oh, and we're experiencing a bit more technical difficulties with the mic there, unfortunately. Okay, I guess we're going to get a little buddy-buddy here and share one mic.
Yeah, one of the other mics went down, so we're just going to get that restarted here and go just right off this mic. So you'll see a little bit poke top lane with Ryze and Pantheon, both equally trading, so nothing too scary. And yeah, just some basic farming at this point. Gold is actually pretty even, 5.7 versus 5.6. But
you see Kha'Zix coming in. Lee Sin's probably going to pick up a kill right here.
Yeah, Lee Sin manages to pick up that kill with the red buff, gets it. Ryze might actually chase here, but he's out of the mana. Lee Sin staying in this bush. Lee Sin lands the Q. Oh, Ryze does manage to burst him down. That's a lot of burst damage from Ryze. And she was... Yeah, wow. What a... Again, 1 kill apiece on top. Gold is 200 gold difference in Ancient Reality's difference, but... And there you see it. There's the burst damage from Vel'Koz, but he doesn't have Flash or Ignite to finish that off.
Oh, see, that changes the game a bit now.
Yeah, exactly. Orianna does manage to escape with less than 20 HP.
Wow. So not bad at all.
Not bad. Got a little bit cocky. Vel'Koz does manage to get that burst in a little bit, but overall, very, very well played by each team here. But the farming is already starting to slide a little bit in Ancient Reality's favor. They're up about 600 gold right now, 4.5 minutes in.
We see that Rise is getting a little bit of free farm in top lane there, and bottom is pushing out there with ward and safety, so things are looking pretty good for Ancient Reality, it looks like, in this early game.
Yeah, as you can see, Rise's farm actually has 25 times more farm than Pantheon at this point. Pantheon's sitting there with 5 farm, Rise has 25, but Pantheon does have 3 kills already, which is quite ridiculous at 5 minutes. But Rise does already have his tier before 7 minutes, so that's a good timer to go with. Usually it tiers between 5 to 7 minutes, and he had his before 5 minutes, so quite good in terms of items. I would assume Pantheon's gonna go for Hex Drinker first, just to get that little shield at the end for Rise. But otherwise, it's shaping up to be a great game, and already, still sticking with the 600 gold difference. We see a little bit of poke damage coming up from Vel'Koz onto that Orianna, but nothing fatal at this point. Just a little bit of poke back and forth for each. As you can see, Lee Sin's making his way towards the bottom lane. Gonna see if he can get a gank here. There is no ward in their tri-bush. Alistair and Sivir should probably go in now for this, but they're...
And there goes down the ward. He's gonna
Yeah, that was a little bit of miscommunication actually from that bottom lane. Their bottom lane didn't go in time, and therefore nothing. And Vel'Koz does manage to pick up that kill. That long-range ultimate coming up from Vel'Koz to pick up that final little tick of damage onto the Orianna. In terms of late game, who do you think has the advantage here? In terms of late game potential around the 20-25 minute mark, who do you think has the better advantage?
Which team has the better advantage? It's hard to say, you know, but I think late game potential. I'm gonna have to give it to I'm gonna have to give it to Ancient Reality on this one, I think, because of that Leona initiation, and you got the long range with Vel'Koz coming up.
Yeah, with the Leona ult and then the Vel'Koz ult to follow that up, that's a lot of damage in an area that can't really be mitigated.
No. You have Leona and Kha'Zix following up with each other in a team fight. Then you have Lucian and Vel'Koz in the back lane doing following artillery. But then it's such a close call because all of these bitches is good late game as well.
Yeah, the only thing about Pollen's bitches, I believe that the Lee Sin will fall off a little bit. Pantheon might fall off too, depending if he just builds straight damage. Orianna does get stronger late game, so does Sivir. Alistair can get pretty tanky, and those heals can get pretty crazy, so it's going to be an interesting game to watch for sure. But as you can tell here, just based off farming already, the gold difference is already almost at 2k in terms of Ancient Reality's favor.
Right.
So again, they're really trying to push this game along as fast as they can. They don't even want to get it to that late game at this point. If they can finish it before then that's perfect.
So then for them to succeed in this, they'll have to do some hard pushing, coordinate gates, just kind of shut down mid and bottom probably.
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see here, there's a lot more damage on this Rise than there is on this Pantheon. Pantheon has to be very, very careful. This Rise can probably, with an ultimate that's going to come up in about 35 seconds, dive that Pantheon and then regen it back with that spell vamp and get out of there safely. But as you can tell, there's a Lee Sin's going to try and go top, but he will be spotted by a ward. Rise will try and back off. Actually, Rise didn't see him. Oh, he's making his way up.
He's gonna make his way. That's not good.
No, Pantheon might ult here to try and catch him, but I don't think so. Oh, Pantheon's going in for the ult. Yeah, Rise gets out of there, flashes out. They might manage to pick up this kill. Yeah. Nice. Rise does use his flash to try and get out of there, but Pantheon does ult. Here we go on the bottom.
Nice flash by Sivir.
Yeah, Sivir flashes the Leona initiation. but there is no kills happening on bottom. Sivir does use a weird barrier, doesn't need it. Samuel does flash barrier in, takes the damage, gets the kill. That barrier misclick on Sivir's part caused that death. She didn't need to barrier, and once Samuel realized that she did barrier, he could go in as soon as it went down and pick up that kill.
Exactly. No, that was just, misclick, probably panicked a little bit there, and it costed us. So, I mean,
they're just, they're paying for their mistakes at this point, and that's what you get to when you play at this level. You pay a lot more for your mistakes than you would at say, a gold or platinum level.
Exactly. No, people are very well paid attention to detail on when people are doing things. Especially against Sivers, when she's going to spell shield and then to follow up on it, saying, "Oh, you misclicked the spell shield. I'm going to punish you for that."
Exactly.
By, following Q or something.
Exactly.
And every poke counts. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what I appreciate in the high-level tier plays like this. You can actually really, see that they're paying attention to that kind of thing. So
yeah, we can see that Kha'Zix did evolve his wings first, so he's going to go for a long-range jump here if Bastionul can land that knockup. Kha'Zix also does have his ultimate up for that speed boost. Here we go. Here Kha'Zix going in for the ult. Knockup misses. Kha'Zix goes in. They're just going to back out here. Ryze is going on top. Pops his ultimate. Yeah, Ryze is actually going to be able to pick up that kill.
Wow.
That burst damage from Ryze is unbelievable. With the current tier changes in 4.3 maybe, that tier is a lot more viable, and champions like Ryze are a lot more valuable because of it. He's going to get that first tower, and as you can tell, that early 4-3 kills on Pantheon didn't make that much of a difference. Ryze did pick up the 4 assists, but that farm is the biggest difference. You see, it's 86 to 39 in terms of farm.
Oh, that is just way too high. And in picking up that tier, allowing him to get that tier right away early game, this gave him full advantage to be able to put it in lane.
Yeah. Lee Sin lands his Q on base and but gets out once he sees Urbanize. It does manage to land the snare on the flash. That Kha'Zix, wow. So Kha'Zix jumped in and Lee kicked him ahead of him, causing both of his exits to be taken off. So a little bit of misplay by the Lee Sin, but good roam by the Ryze. Does manage to flash and land that snare. Now I believe they're going to take this dragon here. There is no smite to do it. Their call on bitches are just going to back off. Let them have this dragon. There's not much they can do 5v4. And this gold lead is just increasing, already at 5.2k.
12 minutes into the game, 5.k lead. They got 1 tower down already, 3 kills out of it. They're looking pretty good early game here. Hey, jumping into mid, they got no problem with it.
Yeah, I think we thought, Pantheon's going to go in here on bottom. They might catch Fupos out. He doesn't have his flash. I think he's just going to die here. That's fine.
He's going to have to take it.
Yeah, there. Oh, wow. No, he'll get out with it. Yeah. He almost got out, but the Pantheon Spear with the crit under 15% HP does manage to pick it up at the end. Good gank by Pantheon. Kha'Zix is doing a little bit of poke damage to this Orianna, but backs off. Wow, what a crazy couple minutes there. That's, yeah, Lee Sin's going to try and actually come mid here. Maybe get a counter gank, or just a gank on Kha'Zix as he's mid. I don't think so. Doesn't land the Q. He lands a Q on a minion, but jumps out before he gets a minion kill.
Good reaction,
Yeah, doesn't want to go too deep, but still wants to put a little bit of pressure and fear into the eyes of the enemy.
Yes. They're doing pretty good so far. I mean, I still feel like that Paul and his bitches have a chance here. It's only mid game,
Yeah, to be fair, it's only 4k difference, which we've seen greater upsets, but they are going to take advantage of this tower on bottom lane and probably pick this one up too. Yeah, they'll for sure pick this one. Good roam by Vel'Koz to come bottom and cover on mid by Urbanized Spy to make sure Orianna doesn't get that tower. These games are a lot easier to play when you do have jungle presence. Jungle presence is one of the biggest things in this current and in every meta. You need a jungler that's going to cover the lanes when needed. You need a jungler that's going to be in the spots that even if you aren't, to stop the enemy from taking objectives and put a little bit more fear in the enemy when they are taking objectives. So
exactly, and like the jungle is the staple to the team. I feel like it's the one who's jumping in, like you're saying, jumping in each lane, and even when like he's getting countered, calling other lanes to come join in with him to help him out, and definitely one of the biggest reliable roles in the meta right now.
Yeah, exactly. Vel'Koz doesn't hit any of his spells. kind of quick cast this combo, misses it, but Rise is going to be able to take down this top.
With the Ignite there.
Yeah, the Ignite's going to take it. I believe the health pot won't do enough. And that burst damage from Rise is unbelievable. He's already picked up 3 kills plus 1 assist on top of that. And yeah, this Rise play is unbelievable. But that's what happens when you're facing a challenger to your top lane, and especially on a champion that he is comfortable on. So Rise is going to make his way down mid. They're going to see if they can pick up this mid tower. It doesn't have a lot of health left, but with the wave clear from Vel'Koz and Lucian, that I believe they're going to be able to pick this up. If not, get a great engage. The Leona ult is up. Vel'Koz isn't.
I think they might be setting up.
Yeah, they're going to go in here. The Leona ult doesn't hit anything. Alistair goes down by Lucian. Orianna goes down from Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix gets his reset. Pantheon's
getting caught out on the side.
Yeah,
double kill for Lucian.
Double kill for Lucian. Kha'Zix gets another reset, and it's just going to be a steamroll from here. There's not much. If they keep playing the way they're playing, it's not going well.
No, it's they're struggling a little bit here, my friend. It's gonna be tough to pick up. You know, it seems like Ancient Reality's got good preparation with their team, setting up proper games, and it seems like Paul and his bitches are just kind of.
Well, they're Paul and his bitches. That's what they are at this point.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Shit together.
Yeah, gotta get a little bit more than bitches. I'm not sure. Maybe some friends or something. I'm not too sure, but. The problem with that fight, what just happened is Paul and his bitches knew that their tower was low. Their first tier tower was very low, couple hits. They also had 4 of them there where Ancient Reality had all 5 of their members. Again, they are stronger and have a greater team fight potential with the Vel'Koz, Leona, Kha'Zix, and Lucian ult. Rise also doing tremendous damage. So they already know they're behind. In that situation, the best idea is to walk away from that tower. That's fine. Let them have that 1 tower and then worry about your 3rd tier, maybe go around, pressure them out. But because they went in 3-4v5, they all got killed. No one on Ancient Reality got killed. They managed to take the 2nd tier tower, get 3 kills, then take the 3rd tier tower as well. So at this point of the game, they have to start making better decisions. I wouldn't necessarily say it's too late, but it's working its way there, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, they definitely need to step up their game a bit here. So hopefully we can see some players from the Halls of Division. We'll see. We've seen some pretty crazy things already happen in this game. Who's to say, something crazy can happen for the other team?
Yeah, exactly. And at this level, again, one mistake can cause a game or cause a team fight, which later on eventually causes the game. One late to Baron can cause a couple turrets to go down and a couple kills. And it's just honestly all about positioning at this point. Who can protect their Vel'Koz or Orianna the best? Who can protect their Lucian or Sivir? That's what it's going to boil down to. But the gold lead is already reaching that 9K mark.
Oh, and that's getting pretty high now. That's going to be...
Yeah,
they haven't even gotten down to tower yet.
Yeah, not even 1 tower on the other team. Let's see where that gold's divvied up here. We see there's a 3,000 gold difference between the 80 carries. Again, Samuel on Lucian's the beast. He's has 5 kills and 30 more farm. And in that top lane Rise, that farm, he has 100 more farm, a little bit less, 85 more farm, 3K gold more. So at this point, the gold difference is almost an entire item, an entire Rabadon's, an entire Zhonya's. Big items that will make huge difference in a team fight, and they have one on one of every item. As you can see, this is the damage coming up from Rise. Not even 1 combo, and there's Pantheon going down.
There's just nothing you can do.
No, but
we see it's just he gets out actually.
Lucian actually manages to get out. Leona might go down here. Leona's actually gonna go down to tower, but Leona does pick up that Alistair. Kha'Zix needs a reset here, manages to go invisible. If he did get that reset, that was an easy triple kill, but doesn't manage to get that 1 reset he needed. So it's a 2-for-1, a tower, and a close fight overall under tower, but in that situation, you need that to not be a close fight. Under tower, 5v4 or 4v4, that should be a little bit of a more even fight than that. So they do manage to pick up the dragon off that. Red team doesn't have a ward necessarily on Baron, but they have a ward to whatever entrance they would. Lee's gonna come top, see if they can pick up a kill on this Rise, but Rise's sustain is unbelievable at this point. Rise flashes the Q, doesn't want to get kicked back into the Ori. Pantheon does ult. Rise has to go back and might burst down this Pantheon. Pantheon is scared at this point.
Oh no, he's gonna be able to get down.
down.
Oh, right, yeah. That was very good Q and Oriana shield by Paul and Bitches. They do manage to pick up that rise kill. He did get a bit cocky and stay there too long, but overall a good play. Again, he's already 100 farm, 98 farm over top of that Pantheon. So at this point, it's just it's a January snowstorm, and this team is snowballing. That's for sure.
Definitely, it's.
Actually, it's a March snowstorm.
March, yeah, hey, you know what, that's true. Who knows if they can go even further than that, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So not, huh?
Yeah. Dragon doesn't come up for a while. Baron is a viable option at this point. 10k gold difference. It's getting a little bit out of hand. At this point in the game, there's really not much they can do. They either wait for the Baron and try and take advantage of a Baron fight. They wait to fight under one of their towers. But at this point, it's not working out that well. As you can see, that damage by Vel'Koz is just unbelievable. Only hit his ultimate and knocked down Ori to half HP.
The ultimate alone.
Yeah, so Vel'Koz is doing a lot of damage. Yeah, they're gonna end up taking this Lee Sin. Oh, he actually gets away with that ward jump. Very nicely timed ward jump. And the Oriana's there just for a little bit of protection with the Alistar heal. They might try and rotate to get this mid tower. Red is pinging to get back up to that mid tower, but I believe Vel'Koz might go back, but they might actually rotate to get this bottom tower. Yeah, they have 4 of them there. Vel'Koz did B, so they do only have 4 at this point.
So they're gonna do some passive split pushing here on against the Paul and his bitches here, so...
Yeah, Lee Sin does hit his Q. Not gonna go in on this.
No,
doesn't want to really commit suicide.
Not a favorable thing.
No.
No, we do see some good split pushing, some good harass, keeping them on their toes in the base, and then allowing Vel'Koz to get back in time to initiate a heat.
Yeah, exactly. Vel'Koz is making his way back in. As you can see, everyone in Ancient Reality has full health and close to full or half mana, but Leona and Lucian do go back. Urbanized Spy is going to pick up this Wraith camp, try and get a little bit of mana back. Actually, no, does realize that they're all right there. Too risky, not worth it. Vel'Koz is going to go pick up his blue, and then they'll probably group after this and see if they can take down not a defense, like a base tower, and then maybe work its way onto an inhibitor.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what they need to achieve first before they go for a Baron fight. They need to be able to push down to get the inhibitor strategy in the team. Unless they actually want to try baiting, but I was almost taking a Lee Sin with this ultimate. It's not enough.
Yeah, Lee Sin manages to escape.
Just barely.
Less than 100 health, or around 100 health, but Vel'Koz's ult is down for another 45 seconds or so. But again, that damage. Unbelievable.
I haven't faced Vel'Koz too much on but I've seen the terror he can bring. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you got to use those angles as Vel'Koz to make sure you are landing your slows. But very good Vel'Koz play coming out here by Base Tenua on Ancient Reality. Just so much poke with that blue buff. And the Morellas does land in a double knockup. Lots of damage going down on Oriana. The shield does come in. Yeah, very good poke. Lucian ult does go down, takes down Alistar, Lee, and Sivir to half health.
Now see, now with all this poke they got, to take down the tower because the team members could go back, but if they try to poke them all down at the same time, give them a chance to force them back to heal up.
Exactly, and I think what they're working towards is to get that poke, get them down, and then take this tower. There's lots of damage coming up here. They're kind of not buying home guards. They're close enough to the base where they don't need to rush back, but they're healing up as much as they can. The wave clear is really nice with that Oriana. Leona might go in here. No, they're just going to give them this tower, I believe. Oriana does land an ult. Yeah. Vel'Koz doesn't hit that many people with ult. They all get out. Leona hits her ult, goes in. Yeah, flashes, lands in. She's going to go down, actually, to Alistar. Alistar managed to pick up the kill. Vel'Koz picks up the kill on Sivir while Lucian picks up the kill on Alistar. They get the inhibitor tower, going to take down this inhibitor. Bot is pushing, mid is not though, so I believe they're going to back after this. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I believe they should.
They should probably back off there. I think, they don't want to play too risky. I know they're ahead of the game, but like you said, any kind of mistakes they make could cost them a loss.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Lucian, doesn't manage to pick up that kill onto Lee. Lee lives. There's a lot of living with a little bit of HP going on in this game.
Yeah, no, definitely, especially with that Lee Sin there. He's able to get away with just enough time to get through those walls and the ward jump. So, good plays from Paul.
Yeah, it's doing. They're doing good at escaping, but I'm not sure if that's what they want to be doing too much. Dragon's coming up in 5 seconds here. Let's see if Rise can take down this Ori.
Nice flash by Rise there.
Yeah.
What do you do, Pantheon?
Yeah, Pantheon goes in though. They managed to take down this Lee Sin. Lee Sin went way too deep on that. Vel'Koz is going to see if he can land. Yeah.
And that's going to
That's slow on that ultimate. Let Kha'Zix jump in. Kha'Zix is actually going to find the rest of the team here. Alistair has to flash. Dragon is up. Top is pushing. They might actually just go for a mid inhibitor here.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably the best.
With Orianna and Lee down, they can get this mid inhibitor. Leona still has her ult as well, so
she's just waiting for them to get any closer.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point, there's nothing they can do. They can't even get close to them.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Red team's
Lee's
inhibitor has been
played a little bit of
destroyed.
Lee games on him. I believe they're going to go pick up Dragon now, then maybe buy, come back and try and finish this game.
Maybe they'll try going for a Baron for a quick finish.
I don't think they need to go for a Baron. Baron is kind of at this point, Baron I believe is overkill, and it causes a little bit Baron does a lot of damage by itself regardless of how strong you are.
Yeah.
I think that it's almost not needed at this point. It's a useless objective at this point. They can just push and win. So I believe they're just going to go back, buy up, and then go for that final push.
Yeah, no, they're definitely almost a 15k gold lead, 15, 16k. So it's
Yeah, it's crazy. Lucian does manage to finish that Triforce. Vel'Koz does manage to finish that Leandri's and also pick up a needlessly large rod. So lots of big items coming down. As you said, a 15k gold lead. We said it was going to get out of hand, and it got out of hand pretty fast.
Yeah.
There's not really much they can do at this point.
Moving up mid here, taking down the Superman. Pushing bottom lane there, trying to get to that tower, but it looks like they're going to be pushing down mid, so we're going to see.
Yeah, Vel'Koz Lucian and Leona are actually going to come from behind them, unless there's a ward. They're actually going to manage to catch up. The Q does land on. Q lands on Vel'Koz. Pantheon's going to ult in, try and take out this Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz does manage to get away. Kha'Zix picks up the kill on Ori. Lucian on Sivir. Rise is just going in man mode, taking out 2 kills on Pantheon and Alistair. Vel'Koz gets the final kill on Lee Sin. The inhibitor tower goes down to Winions, and there's the GDs coming out from Paul and Bitches.
And that fight right there, that was it was a good idea for the
Paul and Bitches. Yeah, it was a good idea on Paul and Bitches to go in there and find that Vel'Koz, but they just executed it pretty poorly, and the follow-up from Ancient Reality was just too strong, and it caused them the game. So a quick 5v5 team fight to end the game, 10k gold lead, and yeah, just a solid 28-minute win. Purely skill level difference. I don't think there's much they could do after those first couple kills, but a crazy invade to begin with. 4 kills on each team. So a very good game. Well played by Ancient Reality and Paul and Bitches. That was the winner's bracket quarterfinal. So I believe we're going to take a little bit of a break now. And then come back for, I believe, the next game, which will be in the loser's bracket. So thank you very much for joining us. My name is Keswick.
And I'm Extrodius.
And have a great day.